Hello everyone and welcome. If you've crafted with me before, I'm so glad to have you back. And if you're new here, I'm excited to have you join us. I'm Becca, the maker behind Novae Makers Mart, where I create digital projects for at-home cutting machines like Cricut or Silhouette. Today, we're making a 3D paper safe box that's perfect for storing tiny treasures, gift cards, or money. It's part of a brand new collection of over 80 paper designs I've been working on, and this is the first project in the series. Since I have so many new projects to share, and patience has never been my strong suit, instead of slowly rolling these out, I've decided to challenge myself to post 3 new 3D projects every day at 9 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. Make sure you subscribe and check back often so you don't miss out on any of the fun. As always, all of the projects I share are available on my Etsy, and you'll find the link for this one right at the top of the video description. Once you have all of your layers cut out, we're going to start by making the feet for the safe. Locate the 4 small black layers and fold them into little cubes, and then just set them aside for now. Once the feet for the base are all set, we'll move on to making the door of the safe, starting by folding along the score lines of this rectangular piece that has the cutout in the middle. You'll notice that one of the edges of this piece has a little slit cut into the side, and we're going to make sure that stays on the right-hand side of the project where the door opens. After carefully folding along the score line for the door, I'm going to add some glue around the outer edges and attach that to our rectangular piece with the slit, making sure not to overlap or cover that slit completely. Next, we're going to take this layer and glue it on top of the door. Once that's all set, we're going to take all of the circle layers and glue them on top of each other from smallest to biggest. And now we have a completed dial wheel. Since we want the dial to be able to spin, we're not going to glue this down to our door. So just set it aside for now and we'll move on to gluing the handle together. There's 4 layers for the handle that all get glued together. This ensures that it's nice and sturdy and adds depth with the varying circle sizes in the middle of the handle. Simply glue them together in the same order as me, and then we can finish assembling the door. Set the handle aside and find the black layer that resembles the layers for the feet, except this one has a small circle cut out of it. Fold along the score lines and glue it all together so that we have another little cube, but this one with the little circle cut out. The last piece we need for the door is this long rectangle. I'm going to loosen it up and make the paper a little more flexible, and then I'm going to grab a toothpick to help me start rolling the paper around itself. Before you add glue, make sure you rolled the paper tight enough to fit within the circle of the door elements. Once you confirm it's all set and a good size, you can add a little dab of glue to hold it together. Now, take your cube with the little hole in it, and we're just going to drop a bunch of glue inside. And then we'll take our little rolled up piece of paper and stick it in, pressing it down until the glue dries. These black paper washers add some space to make it easier to spin the dial and the handle. I like to put 3 behind the dial and then 3 between the dial and the handle. Finish it off with a dab of glue on top of the rolled up piece of paper, and then we can attach our handle and the door is complete. And now it's time to build the walls. Start by folding along all of the score lines, and then we're going to take the lighter gray squares and glue them centered on top of the darker gray ones. The light grays are a little bit smaller so that the outline of the dark gray can show through and bring some dimension to the finished project. Once that's all set, it's time to assemble our 3D safe box by adding glue along the tabs and putting it all together. Now you're going to grab this little tab piece, fold it where the score is, and insert it into the slit that I mentioned earlier. Then we're going to add a little dab of glue and close the safe door so that the tab attaches to the door. The last thing we need to do is add the feet for the safe, so I'll take those little cubes from earlier, add a dab of glue to each one, and glue them in the corners of the bottom of the safe. And that's it! Your safe is now ready to fill with goodies. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks so much for crafting with me. If you enjoyed this project, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps, and I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments. And don't forget to check back daily to see what's new. We've got so many more designs coming your way. Thanks for watching, and happy crafting, everyone!